Hey guys, I'm here to show you the latest in development on my game Best Friend, a game where you play as the ghost of a dead owner of this dog, and you get to sort of help him through this forest. So last time I showed this, it was just gray boxed, but I needed to get it to using more real assets, a little closer to the feel that the game was going to have, because it's a very important element of the game. And this is just all placeholder. Like, this is all going to be replaced, but it was just to get it going. And the very first thing I found was that I was doing collision. So when I click, it has to do a hit based on in 3D space based on where that click is. Excuse me. I was doing it object based before, but as soon as I got into an environment, I realized it's all just one big object. I need to actually use materials for this. So I applied a physical material to uh, essentially this dirt path. So it has a physical material. So when there's a hit trace on it, it says, "Hey, this is a gameplay physical material. You can use this as to walk on." If I click over here on the side, oh, that one part. But if you click over here on the side, the dog can't go there. It won't do anything because there's no physical material coming back from the trace hit. So nothing happens. So that was basically how I got it, so that you could, your dog stays in the gameplay path. I thought it was really cool. You can add this physical material to any material. So like I can add it to objects as well, if an object has a material. The second part, it was fun. I crafted this like little path out of this asset pack here. The second part was there was a nav. The nav mesh actually breaks here because there's a drop off. But if you add a nav link, which I'll show you in a bit, your oh, why didn't it work? Hmm. Yeah, well, it's broken right now. It looks like. But the dog actually does jump down. I don't know why he's not. He's trying to like go around another way. But yeah, there's that's funny. He's trying to go all the way around. He's not. Oh my god, he can do it! Ah, I just found a bug. um, the nav link for some reason is switched. It's actually supposed to be so that he drops down and not try to go up. But yeah, so let me try to look at blueprints here and show you what I did for the ray tracing, or the line, not ray tracing, line tracing, for the character movement. It's very messy still. That disclaimer, this is all like in rough development. I don't have a lot of time working on this every day. I'm just going as fast as I can. So the first problem, this was not easy to get working. There was multiple issues going on, and it's a mess right now. So let me just like walk you through it. So I have my hit result. It tries to get underneath your cursor. It looks for a hit. The first thing I found the problem is that this node get hit under cursor does not return any physical materials. It just doesn't. I don't know why. There's probably some optimization around it. It finds 3D space, but it does not find in the hit result any physical materials. So via Epic Forums, I had to do a line trace. First, I had a single line trace, but what happened there was that if there was an object in the way, another object like layered on top for decoration, it was absorbing the hit, and it wasn't letting it get to the physical material, and it was still not working all the time. So I did a multi-line trace, which basically sends out, it hits, but then it keeps going until it gets to the end. It makes sure it gets to the end. It gives you all the hits to the end. So I needed that, and I said that I did a loop here with a break. As soon as it finds a physics material, it stops looking immediately, and it just goes on, and it sets the character to move if it finds a physical material. If it doesn't find a physical material, it does more checks to see if it was an object you hit. If it was an interactive object that you hit, then it will do the code for the interactive object. If not, it will just won't do anything. So that's kind of what I've landed on so far. Yeah, so I'm actually really excited with how this came out, and I'm yeah, it's fun. It was fun. So like a disclaimer on this pack, stylized force pack, by Lydia Art, I believe. It was not optimized at all. I had to. There was all the lights in the scene were casting shadows. The particle effects were very dense. There was a lot of extra. This landscape was huge, like twice what it is now. I could barely edit it. It like wasn't working, so I had to once I deleted all that stuff and sort of reeled it in, it worked fine. So just a disclaimer: if you download it, like you might have to just clean it up a little bit, and it'll probably work. I almost gave up on it, but I'm glad I didn't because it's a nice little start. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got so far. I'm gonna keep going on this and sharing everything with you guys. Thank you.